So what I'm going to be doing on this channel, basic rundown, is driving cars on the racetrack, or a racetrack, and giving you my 100% honest opinion on how I feel the car performs. Because, you know, there's always been a question of how well a car can actually do, what the true potential, what the true performance of the car actually is. And you can only test that so much driving on the streets because, you know, laws and speed limits and police and whatnot. So to go along with all of that stuff, you know, what I think is good, what I think is bad, what I like about the car, what I don't like about the car, more aimed for the track environment, just so I can test the true performance of the car. That's a track radio. I also want to answer a question that has been around since cars first came about, which is, what is the ultimate car? And honestly, I don't think that there is a single answer to that question, so I'm gonna change that question a little bit to what are the ultimate cars, because I think there are a lot of cars out nowadays that are pretty awesome. And I guess one of the reasons I'm doing this is to try and find those cars and provide that honest opinion about different cars that are out that you may not be able to get somewhere else. You know, you go into a dealership, you can test drive the cars, but you're limited on what you can do. And honestly, the salesmen are pretty biased about those cars because they're trying to sell it to you. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to change your mind towards one car or another, or change your opinion on anything. I'm strictly just giving you my thoughts on as many different cars as I can get a hold of and I can get my hands on. So the next question I'm going to answer for myself and for you is the where. Where am I able to do all this stuff without the limitations, without getting into trouble? The track I'm able to do this on. And I've got someone walking up to me right now. I feel like I'm in trouble. Hi. Hi, I'm not in trouble. He was just coming to say hi. Anyway, where was I? So the where of this project, the where, it's a very loaded question. Not really. It's a pretty straightforward question, actually. Okay, so the where of this project. Sorry it's a little windy, you can't really hear me, and there's lots of noisy stuff in the background, but I'm gonna try and talk over it. Okay, so the where of this project. We're located in Phoenix, Arizona here, and I don't want to go into too much detail about where we're actually at, because I will have a special guest on a little bit later to answer a lot of those questions. But a quick rundown of the location is just south, in a town south of Phoenix, Arizona, Chandler, Arizona, located on the Wild Horse Pass Motorsports Park, is the Bondurant Racing School. There's the start-finish line. It's pretty cool track in the beautiful Phoenix, Arizona desert. I'm up here on the flag stand. They've been generous enough to allow me to come out here and use one of two of their tracks at any given time, as long as I let them know, right? As long as them allowing me to use their facility, I cannot thank these guys enough, Jason, Bob, and Pat, and everyone here, for actually letting me use their cars to get started with. So the first car I'm going to be driving for this is the Dodge Charger SRT 392 Hemi. It's got 485 horsepower, 475 foot-pounds of torque, so it's not lacking in the power department whatsoever. The downside I think we'll run into with this vehicle, it is 44, almost 4,500 pounds, which you know, driving around on the street isn't going to make much of a difference as far as performance goes, but to try and maneuver a car this heavy around a racetrack is going to take a little bit of work. So I'm going to do a couple laps now on the Bondurant Racing track, or Bondurant School track, and I'll tell you what I think. Roll the windows up, go from there. You guys will come to find out that I'm a big believer in making my own sound effects while I'm driving. So do not be alarmed as I do those things. Rotates pretty well. You got to work it a little bit, like I was talking about. Stay on the brakes a little bit longer going into the corner to keep the front end planted. But overall, I mean, it does everything you ask it to pretty well. It doesn't really fight you back. It doesn't really give you any grief. For it being as heavy as it is, that's really impressive. Woohoo! Yeah! Alright. I think that sums up our little track session. But as far as the overall true performance goes, it's awesome. I'm a fan of this car. Again, you do have to work it a little bit more. You have to work a little bit harder to get it to go around the track, but I think once you figure that out, it can be a really fun car to drive for anybody. It wouldn't be by any means my first choice as far as track driving or track cars goes, but if it's a car you already have, or it's a car you're looking to get for maybe everyday driving, absolutely I would take it to the track. I'd have a little bit of fun with it because it is more than capable of throwing down some pretty quick times. So yeah, that's what I think about the car. Overall, really awesome, fun to drive. Not going to be the best performing car primarily because of the weight, but again, for how much it weighs, it does very, very well. So yeah, that's what I think. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hit like, hit subscribe. We'll hopefully see you very soon. Bye.